Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the NC State Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just... an offense's momentum. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cal! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So NC State's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. return. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Setting up the screen. There he goes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got a man. It's Wiley. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Pryor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide.
Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air. It's Van Buren. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Golden Bear. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Slithers into space. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Rush. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a
Just plowing ahead. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. NC State going up tempo.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Maddox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Makes the grab on the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Stoneburner. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Rush. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Henson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is completed. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move, it's Maddox. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Rush. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Steps away to find some room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Makes the catch. It's Rush. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rush. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. NC State quick to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Dropping back, It's Van Buren. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They punted away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Keeps it and gets the first down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Fires it incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Got it in the middle, it's Rush.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, NC State.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Payne. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiley.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A strike downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
The screen, and watch out. They found a way to get him the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Move the tight end. Trying to bully their way in. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.